Hello and welcome back to the Bookshop by the Sea. Hi lovely bookish friends. Today we are going to be talking about fall recommendations and my favourite things about autumn, all kind of cosy vibes in the Bookshop by the Sea, because I feel like it's just that time of year again where we need to get cosy and read books, and yeah, it feels like the windy, blustery time outside is just calling us all inside to maybe just slow down a little bit, to maybe have a bit of quiet reflection and maybe take a breath. So thank you so much for joining me. Take a breath with me, take a pause, grab a cup of tea, and let's get cozy to talk about autumn books. It matches the vibe of my dress, don't you think? We're giving autumnal vibes today with the dried lavender.
Yeah.
It's real dried lavender too.
Yeah.
1597 Wales. Amidst relentless rain and failing crops, a woman is accused of witchcraft. Some of you know I'm currently writing a book which is definitely based on true life, like it's about a little bookshop by the sea, and so I'm reading books like this, The Gingerbread Bakery by Laurie Gilmore, which is super adorable and hopefully will give me lots of inspiration as well, so like cozy cute romance vibes, so hopefully people are going to want to read it after I've written, but I'm definitely focused on the writing right now, which is bringing me such a joy in life. I've also got a friend visiting and she's come to see the bookshop for the first time, which is amazing, from America. She's just bought a tiny little really old 100-year-old Bible that used to be owned by someone called Margaret and I think Margaret would just love that my friend Miriam has bought this book, so that's delightful as well. I also wanted to show you some of the postcards that people have been writing. Downstairs in the bookshop we have an old kind of ancient writing desk, and on it we put postcards that are blank and a pen that people can write like their experience in the bookshop. Sometimes people write little postcards to their favourite authors or characters. There were some lovely ones in previous videos I think I've showed you. Somebody wrote one to Elizabeth Bennet, somebody wrote one to one of the characters from Famous Five, so I thought I'd read you out a couple. But do please keep sending us postcards and letters and things like that to the bookshop. It's the most beautiful thing to receive things. Somebody just embroidered something and sent it, which was so gorgeous, anonymously. This says, "Hello, I hope you're well. I decided to celebrate getting into university in Cardiff by visiting the bookshop. I'm very anxious to start, so I hope it goes well. I recently started writing Substack to practice, and being here has given me so much inspiration. Having a lovely cup of tea, and I hope you have a wonderful day." Thank you. That's anonymous, don't know who it is. Olivia says, this is Olivia's, "Hi, I saw the framed article coming down the stairs of local student returns to ABBA to open a bookshop. And it reminded me of the nostalgia in this magical place holds. My parents fell in love when they were my age, so it's always been special here in Aberystwyth. But I adore the sea and the books. Even more so, this is a little place of heaven. Piles and piles of the most wonderful books. What more could you want? Love, Olivia." Olivia, that's so beautiful. So many people's parents actually fell in love here in Aberystwyth. It's incredible to hear the stories. Hasn't happened to me yet, so fingers crossed, keep praying. "Dear the Bookshop by the Sea, what a wonderful shop you have. So many..." Nope, can't read that one's writing, but nope. I don't know that one, but that's still lovely that they wrote us a card. It's just incredible. "Dear Bookshop by the Sea, thank you for being such a lovely treasure trove. Each visit is a new discovery. The best bookshops are overflowing, tumbling surface over surface with novels, like the wild sea at your door. This one does. Long may you fascinate all who come. Catherine." before I give you some autumn recommendations, I had an idea. I got sent through this little book tin that in a Fairy Loot box. You've seen me unwrap Fairy Loot. Fairy Loot are the fantasy book themed boxes that have not only a fantasy book, which is epic and utterly beautiful, we actually have some incredible kind of sprayed edge copies in the shop right now that we got on a second-hand site, but these ones are like little, I don't know how to say it, like little memorabilia, book memorabilia. And this is a tiny tin. It said books to read, and it's like a TBR. And it's so cute, and I thought it would be really sweet. So we've had this idea, it's got a slot in the top, if we could write book recommendations on the little cards, and customers can write too. That was my idea, that customers could write them. Has to be a book that's in the shop, and then people will put them on a little piece of paper. So like this one says, Small Great Things by J.D. Pickle, 5-star fiction, emotional, important, and so beautiful to read, both for the mind and soul. So then we could put them in here and someone can post them through the top of this tiny little slot. And if somebody else comes in the shop and they maybe don't know what to read, or they want an idea, they could open this and take like one of the little book recommendations and then take it away with them. And I just thought that would be a really kind of cute idea to maybe get some more inspiration of what to read this autumn. So it's going to live right here on the desk. I'll show you. Right here on the desk, and maybe if you come into the bookshop you can write something in there. And if you have any more ideas like that, I think that would be super cute. Just tell me below if you think of anything that would be really cozy. I've been thinking about, our bookshop looks out onto 2 other shops, Her Dandy Wolf and Haberdashery, and they're both women-owned independent shops. One's like a fabric shop which does buttons and ribbons and all kinds of wonderful fabric things. It's a haberdashery, hence the play on words, because we're in Aberystwyth. And the other one does really cute pins and jewellery and clothes. And I thought it'd be nice if maybe for Christmas, or not that I've said that word already because it's so far away, but as we go into the season, maybe I could do some kind of cozy gift basket with both of those shops. So it would be like a support local independent kind of gift basket, and it would have maybe some buttons and some ribbons and some embroidery in, and then maybe also like some cute pins or some like little jewelry, some soaps, and then maybe some books from us, like our little bookmarks as well, with our Welsh dragon sipping his cup of tea. And maybe like a blind date with a book as well, like all wrapped up and cute. So let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea, and let me know if you have any more ideas for how to kind of boost sales and boost kind of ideas through winter and autumn, because I definitely find one hard thing about being a very small independent shop in a town in Wales is we get lots of people visiting in the summer, but then it sort of tails off. So I want to try and do more online things, and I know a lot of you lovely people in America and around Europe are wanting to support us, which would be so amazing. We just have to figure out how the taxes and the sending stuff is going to work. But if you know about that, let me know. But we will try and do research, she says. Try and do some research to figure out how to do it, because I know that it would be so nice to maybe be able to send some of our tote bags and other things to you as well. So that would be just a lovely Christmas bundle, and we're going to hopefully bring those out so that you can order them ready for Christmas as well. On to our recommendations. So these are some kind of fall inspired, autumn inspired kind of cozy reads. Firstly, we have The Murder of Harriet, I actually have no idea, Monocton by Elizabeth Haynes. This one is murder mystery, kind of cozy. I mean, it's giving October is what it's giving, but it's meant to be kind of set in 1843. There's a young woman, she's poisoned and found poisoned behind a chapel, so I think it's got that kind of gothic element to it. It's a nice fat juicy one as well. We've got Sarah Waters' The Paying Guests. Again, like a little bit of that kind of vibe. I haven't read this one yet, but my colleague Alexia, who works with me, really liked it, so she really wanted me to recommend this one. If you've read it already, let me know. But yeah, I think it's murder mystery as well. The Binding, ooh, by Bridget Collins. We did this one in a book club a little bit ago, maybe a couple of years ago even now. Oh, time flies. But this was it was a bestseller. You can see it's got that sticker, although I hate when they put things like this. I don't like it. But it was gothic kind of vibes, maybe not fantasy exactly, because you think it's going to be fantasy and there is magic in it, but it's kind of the magic is about bookbinding. Then there's also an LGBTQ love story kind of woven in. There's some twists I did not expect with this one, and it was definitely gothic, but I really enjoyed it. Wasn't what I expected though. If you like that kind of thing, yeah. It says on the back like nod to Philip Pullman, and I would say that's true as well. Oh, Jane Austen, Northanger Abbey. Guys, you know I'm an Austenite at this point. I adore Jane Austen. Persuasion's my favourite, mixed with Northanger Abbey, I would say. This one has gothic elements. A lot of people really underestimate it because they think Catherine Morland is maybe just a silly, frippery young woman. And I actually think she really represents a lot of how women were being portrayed in novels at the time. In it, she's kind of reading a lot of novels herself as a young woman, and she's whisked away believing that life is going to end up like one of these novels. She ends up thinking kind of bad things about this gothic house and kind of imagines a kind of plot line in her head that just doesn't exist, and it causes problems for her in real life. I actually think it's a really interesting commentary that Jane Austen's giving on the way that young women reading books is considered so negative, and the way that novels at the time, her contemporary audience, were saying that novels are really frivolous, which is just not the case. And so Jane Austen sort of is satirising that in this book. She's also just drawing attention to how good, honest, normal people like the Morlands can be overlooked or taken advantage of, and we see that in her friend Isabella kind of taking advantage of her. But then we have the wonderful Henry Tilney, who I just think is one of the best Jane Austen heroes that exists. He's kind and he's sweet, and again, like, you might overlook him for like a more moody Mr. Darcy, but actually, who would you rather live with? And I think Henry Tilney is the one. It's also quite small, so if you're starting, I think that's an ex-library one, but if you're starting Austen, I think this would be a great one to start with as well. And lastly, we have Dreams and Shadows. This one, look at that cover. It's kind of folk-tale-y, fairy tale-y. Yeah, it's like about the changelings, where fairies were seen to like steal babies from the bed and swap them and leave a fairy baby in its place, but all is not as it seems. And yeah, very kind of cozy autumnal vibes. And that's the full stack. As usual, feel free to ask what the titles are in the comments, and you can buy them through our website as well if you're in the UK. That's all for me today. As usual, thank you from the bottom of my heart that you are joining us in my little independent bookshop in Wales. Do check out our website and just say hi to me in the comments. Like, it means the most when I get to read where you're like based in the world and just see that this tiny little bookshop in Wales can spread joy worldwide. And so I hope and pray from the bottom of my heart again that you are doing well. And if you're feeling maybe a little on edge with the change of seasons, like it's a new transition time, then I just pray for you that you will feel content and peace as you watch this. And just remember to go slowly with yourself. Go slowly, friend, and be kind. Have a wonderful week. Bye for now.